evening and welcome to the Tim Hortons Iceplex for an NCAA men's hockey match featuring the Geneseo Knights and your Nazareth University Golden Flyers. Here are the starting lineups. First for visiting Geneseo, starting on defense, a sophomore from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, number 9, Sean Melso. Also on defense, a senior from Rochester, New York, number 14, Tommy Wynn. Starting at left wing, a junior from Oakville, Ontario, number 21, Alex Demeski. At right wing, a senior from Sarasota, Florida, number 55, Peter Morgan. And at center, a freshman from Boucherville, Quebec, number 28, Gabriel Laflamme. And in goal for the Knights, a senior from Burlington, Ontario, number 29, Adam Harris. The head coach of the Knights is Chris Schultz. He's assisted by Chris Harris, Mitch Stevens, and Dan Basio. Now the starters for your Nazareth College Golden Flyers. Starting on defense, a sophomore from Tokyo, Japan, number 37, Daisuke Egusa. Also on defense, a senior from Williamsville, New York, number 8, Griffin Green. At left wing, a senior from Bethesda, Maryland, number 28, Joey Schaefer. At right wing, a senior from Shrewsbury, Massachusetts, number 25, Liam Quinlivan. At center, a senior from Shrewsbury, Massachusetts, number 7, Anthony Quinlivan. And in goal for the Golden Flyers, a graduate student from Rochester, New York, number 30, Dylan Weimer. The head coach for the Golden Flyers is George Roll. He's assisted by James McDonald and Craig Dahl. Fans, at this time, we ask you to please rise and honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Tim Hortons Iceplex in the Chick-fil-A Arena. I'm Berkeley Breen, the voice for the Nazareth University Golden Flyers hockey. The anthem is sung. The Geneseo Knights are around their bench. The Nazareth Golden Flyers surround their starting goaltender tonight, Dylan Weimer, the graduate student who played last year at SUNY Brockport. You know, they talk about the dog days of summer. These are the monster days of winter for Nazareth. Over the next 2 weeks, Naz plays 4 games against the second and third ranked teams in the country, SUNY Geneseo and Utica University. Tonight, it's the first of a home-and-home against Geneseo. The Knights are ranked third, 11-1-1, and their only loss coming last week against Elmira. But that's a team Nazareth beat early on in the season. And so far, they have been spoilers against the ranked teams. 3 wins against top 15 teams, including Cortland last week. weekend. That is when they split the weekend, including a loss against Oswego. Hey, you got to win. You got to beat the good teams if you're going to be good. If Naz is going to steal one, maybe it's tonight. It's hockey night in Rochester. Let's go, let's go. And it's great to be back with you as the players get ready for the opening draw. The starting lineup for the Golden Flyers, the Quinlivan brothers back together on a line. Anthony centering his brother Liam with Joey Schaefer, the big man from Maryland on the left, and we're underway. And the Knights win that draw. Chipped in, Weimer stays in his net. Quinlivan wraps it around to Schaefer on the far side. And a flip out. Let's watch that execution play for the Golden Flyers today. The last time we watched them against Brockport, they had so many pucks just flipped out of the zone. They did that because they knew the Oswego defense pinched almost all the time. That's chipped in by Liam Quinlivan, and icing is called because the linesman thought that Quinlivan was on his side of the red line. He was, and so that line has got to go back out onto the ice. They've only lugged about 28 seconds in the game, 38 seconds in the game, so they should still be a little bit fresh. Geneseo, though, with a new line out there. Chipped away through the middle, another icing call against the Golden Flyers, and that line will stay out onto the ice one more time. Face off to the other side of Dylan Weaver now. It'll be Fensterstock on the draw. His winger, McLakis, took it the last time. Wrapped around near side to Quinlivan. Kept in by Kovacs. Schaefer will wrap it around to Green. Now this line is up to 60 seconds on the ice. Nagusa will fire that out and into the bench. And what a break for the Golden Flyers. Let's see if they're allowed to change this time. They are. If that doesn't go by the bench, that's down the ice. That's another icing call, and they're out for probably the better part of 90 seconds to 2 minutes. But now we've got the big line for the Golden Flyers. Antoine Lucier, the freshman from Quebec, centering Blake Frost and Logan Tobias. There's Mark Meineke throwing it around near side to Frost. He clears that out to Tobias. Left for Lucier. Lucier squeaks around the D that was number 39, Weiberg. And here's Doherty. He'll flip that out of the zone, past Frost. Frost checked immediately, throws that back up the boards. Taken away by Sean Melso in his own zone. Lead pass to Panchizan. Far side, Knights inside the blue line. Wrist shot glove save by Dylan Weimer, his first save of the night. Golden Flyers with a huge comeback win against Cortland last Friday. 5-4 win on the road. Then they came back, played Oswego here, and a 4-2 loss. It was 3-2 for a moment, and then Oswego with an empty net goal to end the game. Here's Milso. Shot is blocked by Cole Bauman. Kept in by the Knights. Milso will throw it around the boards one more time. 8-man checking Jack McDonald into the far corner. Now Ross will help. Back to the point. Another shot. Butterfly save by Weimer back into the corner. Knights controlling. Back to the point. Near side Melso. A shooting lane. Nice kick save by Mann as he tries to flip it out of the zone, and he does. That was a foot save by Nate Mann. Now here's Jeremy Schwartz. Gets his stick caught up. Bauman gets away with it. And Schwartz pushes that into the corner. He'll follow it all the way down there. Kai Shen will help him. Shen gets pushed off the puck. Loose puck in front. Nothing but blue jerseys there. Back the other way is Peter Morgan, one of the captains. Morgan gets his stick on that. And Weimer with a nice save. Back to the point again. Wrist shot blocked by Agusa. The big defenseman all the way out covering the points. Morgan with a no-look backhand pass that Shen kicks into the corner. Back up to Zarudny. Flyers with a chance to clear. Agusa does. And they say that goes up into the Nazareth bench. There's that rush for Nazareth into the zone. We've got 16:51 to go, first period. So far, most of it is played inside the Nazareth zone. The Quinlan line back out there. Again, Meineke wraps it around to Schaefer. He'll chip that forward. Nice touch there as Anthony Quinlan will pick it up. Throws that through the slot. Dressler tries to pinch, gets by him. Kept into the zone. And Adam Harris, the Knight goaltender, is out to play that up to his wing. Kept in by Nazareth one more time as Liam Quinlivan is shouldered into the boards and knocked down. Agusa throws that around the boards. Liam Quinlivan takes a whack at Doherty, and now here's Lucier. Lucier all by himself, loses that at the red line, taken away by Miklikos. Chipped in by Panchizin. Green up to Lucier. Frost is with him. So is Tobias. Puck comes right off the corner boards to Tobias. Muscled off the puck, gets it back again. Has it at the top now. Throws that on net. Goes right off of Frost's skate. Talking with a couple of parents beforehand, and they said, well, what do you think tonight? And I said, just keep it close and then just get a lucky bounce. And even a puck off a skate is going to be a good play for the Flyers as they take on one of the best hockey teams in the country. Green to Mann. Mann far side to Agusa. Takes it off the boards. Throws it down in. Bauman. First player into the corner. Can't get it to Luisos. Now he's got it in front. And that puck goes up into the netting. Well, Geneseo has dominated this matchup going back to October of 2012. The Knights with an 11-3-1 record against the Golden Flyers. Nate Mann will take this draw. Luisos on the hash marks in the slot. Bauman on the far side. Bauman will lead the forecheck. Knights will clear this easily. Tape-to-tape pass up the middle to McDonald. Gatewood streaking into the corner. Runs the cycle with McDonald. Now here's Green. Comes away with Schwartz. Luisos battling along the wall. Puck kept into some feet and now flipped up into the air. Finally comes down. Will it make the red line? No. Good hustle by Cole Bauman to negate that icing. Down in the corner is Melso from his D position. Still has it to McDonald in the slot. Shot, goal! Alex Demensky with a wrister. He came right off the bench, got that pass at the high slot, and fired it by Weimer. Here's, watch Demensky come off the bench right there. Nobody covering, nobody saw him, and the wrist shot goes in, and it's 1-0 Knights. Demensky's 7th goal of the season. He's got 11 points now. 6 Knights with double digits in points. Quinlivan turns. Runs the cycle with his brother and Schaefer. Now the Knights will move it up the boards and get it out of the zone. Green.
Alex Demensky, assisted by number 11, Jack McDonald. That's Demensky.
McDonald with the assist on the Demensky goal. Nifty outlet pass, just too far for Laflamme. Kept in by Schaefer. He's pushed into the boards, throws back to the point to Frost. Frost right back to Schaefer. The bouncing puck goes over his stick. He's got it again, though. Frost, one move behind the net. Lucier's in front. Frost, good, so strong on that puck. Now to Lucier. Ross is at the point. Lucier goes back into the corner. Tobias is into the play now. You see him skating through the slot. Here is Lucier, back to the point. Schwartz tries to shoot that on net. Blocked by the captain, Morgan. And that was the first really sustained attack by the Golden Flyers. There's a long lead pass up to Tobias. Quick stop, move, back in, pass to Frost. Shot! Goal! The Golden Flyers answer. It's 1-1. Tobias to Frost, and he snaps one to the top of the net. There's that long pass. Quick stop. No look pass to Frost, and he let it go right away. That is Blake's third goal of the season. And the puck just goes off the side of the net, picked up by Mann. Logan Tobias is team leading 10th assist and 16th point.
Assisted by number 16, Logan Tobias. That's Frost from Tobias. Time of the goal, 7:02.
Fiorillo knocked into the boards by Ross and Halecki. Will chips that forward all the way back down to the Geneseo zone. Geneseo changes, which gives Harrison Dumas some room to move. Dumas, couple of nice moves, gains the red line. He's got some speed, flips that by the D, taken by Wynn, and quickly out of the zone by the Knights. Panchizin dumps that in. Nice play by Dressler to fend the forechecker off and pick up the puck. Dumas with a bounce off the boards to Shen. Comes right back to Dumas. No chipped away from him. And Weiberg gets it. Now shot! Blocker save by Weimer. Hit by a high stick by Geneseo. No whistle because Nazareth picked the puck first. Fast moving first half of the first period. We're down to 11:23. And a 1-1 game. Dressler to Schaefer. Tries to go far side to Stanijevic, way over his head, and the Knights come back. Then Cheesin gets wrapped up by Schaefer. The Quindelmans back out onto the ice. Now as that puck goes up off the glass, picked up by Agusa. Agusa near side for Schaefer, didn't see it, and then he gets cut down by a sliding Knight. Puck through the slot, shot, great save by Weimer. Wow, that was a wide open net. I think that was Kovacs who had that one-timer, and Weimer goes across the crease and makes a save. And Agusa knocks that up into the penalty box. Let's see that great save by the graduate student. There's that shot. Boy, the big man moved quickly on that. 10:32 to go, first period. 7 shots on net for Geneseo, 1 goal. 1 shot on net for Naz, and that went in the net. It's not how many, it's how good. Picked up by Tobias. He had the assist on that goal. Tobias chips that forward into the zone. Tried to avoid the icing there. Now possession comes back to the Knights. Out over the blue line is Zarudny. Left it for Frost. Frost has it. Tobias in the slot. Tobias! Oh, great save by Harris. Boy, Harris looks up at that rush and he sees Frost with the puck and then Tobias coming to the net. Here's how it looked. Two Geneseo players went to Frost and forced him to make that pass. It was right there, and Harris came up big for the save. Here's Mann on the draw with Luizos and Bauman. Mann with it. Tried to fish that through all kinds of players. He's got it again in the corner. 10 minutes to go in the first period, still 1-1. Mann waiting, tried to go through the legs. It's knocked down, and the puck goes out of the zone, shot right back in by Jeremy Schwartz and goes up into the stands. So we talked about this difficult schedule for Nazareth. Back-to-back against Geneseo, then next week back-to-back against Utica. If they could steal one game, that will set them up nicely for back-to-back weekends against Chatham and Manhattanville. That is the battle for third place. There's a shot by Luizos. And a nice block by Sterling Walters. Here's Ross. Every time Ross is out on the ice, we're waiting for that snapshot that George Roll says just might be one of the best on the team. Here's Dressler now. Dressler with a rush. He's out there with Dumas. Stanijevic. Dumas goes knee down, and that snapshot goes wide. Meineke gets knocked down. He keeps the puck in. Dumas, he shoots that, and a glove save by Harris. So you definitely want to watch that schedule. January 31st and February 1st at Chatham, then Manhattanville back here the following weekend for 2 games at the Tim Hortons Iceplex. The Flyers could sweep those 2 weekends. They are in perfect spot, 3rd place in the UCHC. Here comes Shen. Bounce pass to Stanijevic. His line mates will change, and Stanijevic fired that in from outside the blue line, and it kind of handcuffed Harris. Left for Melso. Lead pass that Agusa was there to stop. Green off the boards. Quinlivan off the boards as well, and out of the zone back to Melso. Tommy Wynn from Rochester, one of the captains on the Knights. Here's a shot, another save by Weimer. Right back in front of him again, and that one goes wide. Pencheeson behind the net, number 19. Now here's Green. Green hard off the boards, hits one of the stanchions. Probably prevented it from going down the length of the ice. Here's Pencheeson. Gains the line. Now he's stopped. Here comes Tobias with Quinlivan. Tobias waiting. Quinlivan goes right through his legs. He's got it again, though. Liam fires that around, deflected on net, and saved by Harris. So again, another great offensive chance. Watch this right through the wickets of Quinlivan, but he keeps on. He gets that puck right there, and he fires it on net. Liam Quinlivan with 3 goals, 4 assists, 7 points on the season. Ross, his shot on net. Chipped away by Harris. Moved out of the zone by Kovacs. And here come the Knights. Here's a break for Green. Shot through. Weimer gets knocked into his net, but he makes the save before. Harris throws that up to Luizos. Here's Luizos' shot. Tried to go near side. And another save by Harris. Luizos has got it again. Forward line is changing, as the puck was right in behind the net, and Harris will make that save. One of the things we've seen with Nazareth when they play these really good teams is they tend to play tight and a little bit scared. They tend to just kind of chip the puck away, shoot the puck away, not playing their game. And now I think Nazareth have settled in nicely. Back up to 6 shots on net and a tie game. 55 is Morgan. Stands 5'6", but he can move. That shot goes in behind the net to Dressler. He's covered by Laflamme. Near side to Bauman. Bauman tries to get around Doherty. Doherty plays that nicely. Back down behind the net to Walters. Give away inside the zone. Just too far for Mann, and now here come the Knights the other way. Backhand pass to Morgan. Morgan with a couple of guys on him. How does he get that shot off? The puck comes right back to him again. Now he's still got it. Morgan back to the point. Melso, no place to shoot. Now he throws it on net, and Weimer with the glove save. Non-conference games, And they're back into their conference play now. That one loss against Oswego last week, other than that, perfect outside the conference. But now we're getting into the heart of the conference play. The UCHC is so different than the years past. We've got SUNY Geneseo in the league now, SUNY Brockport, but the other SUNYs like Cortland, Oswego, they did not join. It's like a lot of college athletics, lots of things in flux here. We'll see what happens in the next couple of years. There's a shot by Wynn. That goes right into a whole scrum of players by the faceoff dot. Comes back down into the corner to Agusa. He kicks that forward to Dumas, who takes a hit but throws it around to the near boards. And out of the zone. Halecki gets pushed in from behind by Wynn. The puck ends up into the Knight zone. Now here they come back the other way. 16 is Miklos. He's got it again. Goes off the legs of Agusa, and he'll pick up that rebound to Dumas. Backhander, kept into the zone. Ross will have one hand on the stick there. That's why taken away so easily, and finally out of the zone and taken by Kovacs, who throws it right back in. 5.5 minutes to go, first period. Agusa ran over Panchizan. Long shift for the Nazareth D, including Ross. Here's Purcell. And Zarudny. Shot goal! Well, I think one of the reasons why Ross had one hand on the stick, he was injured. He's going to the bench and he's favoring his right hand. We'll see how this... So it was sort of incumbent for Nazareth to get the puck out. Puck gets right into the slot, and a shot from the top goes in. Back to a 2-1 game and a 1-goal lead for the Knights. Here's Wolters. Tries to find Purcell. Thrown back into the zone. And around near side to Quinlivan. He'll throw that right up the middle, up over Wolters' stick. He's shadowed by Schaefer. Cheesin circles. Fiorillo. Taken away by Green. Green tries to squeeze by Dressler. Kept in by the Knights at the line. Wrist shot off one skate. Back to Gatewood. Fiorillo fires that on net, and that goes off another leg. Good pressure by the Knights. This is what we saw early on in the period. Ended up being long shifts for the Flyers, and they just couldn't get off the ice. Here's a chance to get that puck. That goes off a stanchion, goes right back in. And chipped forward by Schaefer. Nazareth will have a chance to change it. They got to hustle, because here come the Knights. Wolters with a cross ice flip in to Swartz. Taken away by Morgan. No, Swartz takes it back. Here side to Frost, who will chip it forward. Lucier and Tobias on this forecheck. Meineke, or that was Green, gets behind his check and keeps the puck in. And now the Knights will clear this out. This should be icing, and it is. Three and a half minutes to go, first period. Nazareth has the line they want out on the ice with a face-off inside the opponent's zone. And a face-off win by Geneseo, and goes up into the Geneseo bench. I think this will stay inside their zone. If you're looking for some flaws in the Nazareth game, it's face-offs, that's for sure. They are last in the conference with face-offs. And it would help if they would win big ones like this, but just back-to-back wins by the Knights. And just like that, they clear it out of the zone. Tobias dives for that. Green against Morgan. Morgan throws behind the net. Demeski, who scored the first goal for Geneseo, is down in there, as is Laflamme. Comes loose to Lucier in the corner. 3 minutes to go. First period. Nazareth would love one more chance to tie it up before the break. Kept in by Zarudny. Long shot right from the top of the circle. And a nice save by Weimer. Boy, that is the goal zone for the Knights. That's where they've scored their 2 goals. That high slot, because they let it go quickly. And Weimer was there to stop it. Here's Nate Mann on the draw with Bauman, Luizos. Nelso can't keep that in. Bauman will chase him. Luizos drops back, so does Mann. Mann gets in the way of that pass, picked up by Bauman. Or Luizos, excuse me, up to Bauman. Couldn't get it to him. Now they will. No icing here as Harris plays it to the side of the net. Tommy Wynn to his partner Melso. Stopped at the blue line, taken away by Mann. Here's Agusa. 2 minutes to go. Agusa with a little flip, cross ice. This will be icing. Are they still going to call it? No, they waved it off. I think the defenseman, Nelso, picked it up before the goal line extended. Gets around Meineke. Meineke had his stick horizontal there as that pass just a little too far for Stanijevic. Now Dumas has lost his stick. Here's Panchizin. Cross ice. In retrospect, Panchizin probably should have just shot that puck. That one goes wide. Near side to Dumas. Dumas, long pass off the boards. Not a bad look, actually. Stepped up by Wolters. Gets that pass. Here is Purcell. Shot. Goal! Purcell goes short side. Finds the daylight between Weimer and the post. And it's 3-1 Knights. One of the Nazareth defensemen there gambled trying to get in the way of that pass. And that gave Purcell that open ice to the net. And the Knights have a 2-goal lead. Green will step up. Puck goes way up into the Chick-fil-A arena, almost at the roof. Came back down to the ice. Kept at that red line. Here's Joe Sile with the call with 1 minute to go in the first period.
Last minute of play in the first period.
Quinlivan can't keep that in. Here is McDonald.
Third goal, number 26, Zach Purcell.
Here is Liam Quinlivan. Schaefer's got to join him. Quinlivan's got a little bit of space there. Tried to go no look back to Schaefer. And McDonald was in the way. Schaefer with a quick shot and Harris. Squared up to that shot. Does it again. Knocks that behind the net. Wrapped around to Agusa at the point. He's got to hurry. Throws it back down in. One of the Flyers tripped up. Here is Frost. Frost tries to go down in low to Schwartz. 20 seconds to go. Agusa with a chance to keep it in. Kept at the blue line, and no, the linesman was right there. As Lucier was down onto the ice, and the puck just creeped out over the blue line. The Lucier line will stay out there for the next 11 seconds. Geneseo with a brief huddle inside their own zone. That draw won by Nazareth. Flip forward by Agusa. 8 seconds to go. One more chance if Nazareth can get the puck. They're not going to do it. And the Knights will go into the break with a 2-goal lead. I think Weimer wants that last one back.
Score after 1 period of play. Geneseo 3, Nazareth
But
1.
it is what it is on the scoreboard. 3-1 Geneseo over Nazareth right now. A 15-minute break, and we're back for period number 2. And we'll show you the highlights when we do come back. So the Flyers are back out for the start of the second period. We've got 4 goals to show you here. Geneseo starts out the game there right off the bench. It's Alex Demeski. Makes it 1-0 for Geneseo. Uncovered right off the bench. But then, about 2 minutes later, Nazareth comes back on a play by Logan Tobias to Blake Frost. Watch this stop by Toby, right to Frosty. And he snaps it up over the shoulder of Adam Harris. It was 1-1. Then Geneseo would come back and tie it. Again, another shot from the high slot. There it is, a quick shot. Knee down. Geneseo is up 2-1. And then the third goal, it was Mark Meineke who reached for the puck, took a gamble. And Zach Purcell, his second goal of the first period. He scored the second and third goal for Geneseo, and he gets it in on the short side against Dylan Weimer. And that's where we stand, 3-1. Geneseo going into the second period. The Quinlan line starts the second period just like they did the first. Here's Wynn, right up the boards, chipped forward by Morgan. No icing there. Fresh ice, and that puck is going to fly. Goes all the way around to the far corner. The Gooses down in there. Quinlan helping. Schaefer tracks in near the post. He'll pick up this loose puck. He's got a little bit of time. Flips that up high. Bouncing puck. Can Liam Quinlan get by Melso? Melso very calmly picks up that loose puck. Now he turns it over to Quinlan. Schaefer in front. Can he get the puck? Got to go into the corner, and a whistle from behind the play. Penalty coming up against Geneseo. And Nazareth with 9 power play goals this season. And Geneseo have only given up 4. They convert almost 90% of the penalties, or they kill almost 90% of the penalties they take. Power play starts with Stanijevic, man, up front. Cole Bauman goes back to the point, along with Logan Tobias, and I think that's Ethan Luizos on the far hash. It is. Stanijevic on the draw. Puck comes into the middle. Cleared away by Carter Deisman. Slashing call against Melso. And here's Luizos. Checked by Weiberg. Now here is Tobias. To Man. Man flips that in. Comes right out in front again. Luizos, quick shot. Blocked by Deisman. And turned over. Here's Tobias. Waiting. Diving stop by Weiberg. Toby's got it one more time. Circles in the corner. Bauman goes back to the point. Takes that bounce pass. To the middle. Back to Tobias. Trying to create some space. Snapshot. And what a glove save by Harris. Bauman will creep into the middle. Give it to Tobias. And somehow Logan was able to get that through all kinds of bodies, but just couldn't get it by the glove of goaltender Adam Harris. Now Schaefer on the draw. Out there with Frosty. Here's Quinlan with a shot, and Morgan got his leg on that. Here's Frost. Goes down in low. Quinlan tries to go through the legs. Taken away by Morgan. Morgan's going to lug this. Up to Fenderstock. Back to Morgan. Morgan shorthanded. Shot. What a save by Weimer. And a penalty coming up, a hooking call against Nazareth, but probably the right penalty to take. Weimer with the save of the game. Watch him stretch with his leg. Keeps that puck out, but now we're going to be 4-on-4 for 48 seconds, and it's Daisuke Agusa going to the box. Well, the bright side for the Golden Flyers is that the Geneseo, if there's anything that's a problem with this team, it's their power play. Only 9 power play goals in 54 chances. They're going to have another opportunity in 48 seconds when their penalty expires. A little delay with getting the penalties up on the board. Now they do. Players are ready, and so are we. Here's Zarudny. That wrist shot gloved easily by Weimer.
2 minutes for hooking. That's Agusa for hooking at 1:47.
Penchizin in the draw again, wins it one more time. Back to Zarudny. Controlled by the Knights. They don't have the power play yet. It's 4-on-4. Here is Halecki up the middle, and a glove pass called by the referee as Kai Shen was streaming right up the middle, waiting for Halecki to give him the puck. So a face-off one more time. Now the officials are talking about it at center ice. And we'll see if they have to change that decision. Now they're calling the other linesman up, so maybe a little break for Nazareth. Maybe that face-off won't be deep in their zone. 18:07 to go, second period. 4 goals in that first period. And now an explanation at the penalty box, and that's exactly what's going to happen. They're going to move the face-off out to the center ice dot, or the offside dot. Here is Dressler. Dressler with some space. Shen joins him. Shen will pick up this cross-ice pass in front. Oh, it gets it through the crease. Gloved by Frost. Controlled by Blake. Tries to go up the middle. Now a break for the Knights. Here's Penchizin, but Frost with a nice hustle job to get it back. Cross-ice shot. Oh, another great save by Weimer. Boy, those were cross-ice passes. I mean, the full width of the ice. Back and forth. There's one. There's two. And Weimer with a sliding save. Geneseo has felt like they've been on the power play. It's going to start in 15 seconds. And they win the draw again. Back to the point. Wrist shot. Canacorn save for Weimer. His 16th of the game. Fenderstock on the draw again, this time won by Nazareth, maybe. No, comes back to the Knights. Here's Nick Lacrosse to Morgan. Penalty is up. Milso back onto the ice. He's got the puck now. Power play for the Knights starts. They've got 1:06 with the man advantage. Here's Fenderstock. Cross ice to Morgan. Morgan creeping in to Milso. Cross ice. One-timer. Blocked by Green. Oh, Griffin got his body in front of that. And the Knights clear it down there. The Flyers clear it down the ice. Now, quick pass by Harris back up to Morgan. Flyers able to change their penalty killers. 40 seconds to go in the Agusa penalty. Here's Morgan at the point again. Morgan chased by Schaefer. Puck loose in the slot. Milso shot. Another block and another save by Weimer. Well, that Geneseo power play just slowly, it's like a reverse Doppler effect. It just slowly creeps in closer and closer to the net. But sometimes the closer they get, with a goaltender as big as Weimer, the less open net they have to shoot. Meineke behind his net to Quinlivan and right up the middle. Quinlivan took a hit there as he cleared it. Bent over at the hip just a little bit from behind the play. 16 seconds to go. Time for one more rush by Geneseo. Agusa standing up in the box. Meineke will clear that away, and that'll do it for the power play. Nice job by Nazareth to kill that. Nice play by Zarudny to take that pass off his skate. Now he's in over the blue line. Zarudny with a shot. Rebound. Right out of Weimer's glove. Was sitting right there in the slot. Swartz with one hand gives it to Agusa, who shoots it out, and another glove hand pass whistled by the referees against Nazareth, and this one will stay in the zone. That draw right back to Swartz. Swartz with a quick stop. Lucier near boards, flips that up to Igusa, gloves that. Nazareth have 3 defensemen on the ice right now. Swartz, Green, and Igusa. Igusa's up on the wing right now. Up off the glass and down into the Geneseo zone. Is this enough for icing? Yes, it is. So not sure why, if this is intentional. It's got to be, right? I mean, it can't just be my mistake that they've got 3 defensemen out there. But Dice K, the big man, is up on the forward position. The forward missing on this line is Logan Tobias. Lucier is out there. And Blake Frost is out there. And now we're ready to go. Won by the Knights. Spun around by Nazareth and into the Geneseo zone. Now Nazareth with a full line change. Here is Fenderstock on the rush. Taken down and crashes into the boards. Boy, Geneseo's transition game is so fast. Nazareth had maybe a split second to make a full line change, and they did it. Man, chips that forward to himself. But Nikolakos is there to take it away. He's going to take this pass off the boards. Too far for him. Meineke, throw that back in. Man, Luizos, and Bauman are the wingers out there now. Nazareth back to 2 defensemen on the ice. Meineke and Igusa. And another whistle as that puck went in over the blue line, and now I think we've got a player down on the ice. In fact, it might be the linesman. It is the linesman down. Boy, I'll tell you what, we've had some curious things happen with linesmen in the rink this year. We had a couple of big-time falls right in front of us. Another linesman was injured, hit his head on the ice. Now he's up and gets a round of applause from the fans. .15:08 to go. Second period. No goals so far. We had 4 in the first.
You can't cough when you're calling it.
Face off outside the Nazareth zone. Puck comes to Weiberg. Throws that right on net, and Weimer uses his blocker to push it into the corner. Near side to Tobias. Chips that forward, up over the line. Frost with all kinds of speed. Now he's got it. Frost in front to Lucier, just behind him. That was a rolling puck for Blake. Here come the Knights the other way. Big hit into the boards by Dressler. Another player goes down. Bodies flying all over the place. Great speed on this shift. Frost has it behind the play now. Throws that little one-hopper that Harris gloves and leaves for Walters. Tobias will pick up the forecheck. Out of the zone, kicked forward by Green to Purcell. Purcell looking for the hat trick today. Now another turnover. Near side to Shen. He's out there with Stanijevic. Shen shot, rebound! Oh, just wide. Comes back to Stanijevic. Loose puck to Dumas. Doesn't shoot it. Now he will right through the slot one more time. Here's Panchizin. Clears that out for the Knights. Great pressure by Nazareth in the last couple of seconds. No icing here. Green against Morgan. Morgan is so shifty. He got right by Green and picked up the puck. Now Dice K into the corner. Taken away by McDonald. Back to Stanijevic. Gains that red line, flips that forward. Look at Dice K. He may be lined up as a defenseman, but he's jumping up into the play, and now he runs Walters into the boards. Far side, McDonald. Morgan behind him. McDonald leaves for Morgan in his feet, trying to get through, and he wraps it into the corner. Quinlivan back into his own zone to Dumas. Got to get this puck out. Morgan steals it. Your side to Anthony, your far side to Anthony Quinlivan. Knights come away with it again. Morgan, quick shot. Boy, every time Morgan is on the ice, he's buzzing around the puck. Down in low to Laflamme. Now Wynn. Dumas blocks that and goes up into the net. Tough shift for both teams. We'll start with the hit. Sure. Here's this hit by Dressler. Biggest one we've seen. He's got him lined up. I mean, that's Larry Robinson against Gary Dornhofer back in the 70s that rattled the boards at the Montreal Forum. And here's the chance. Oh, Stanijevic was right there and it just hopped over his stick. If you haven't seen that hit, by the way, Larry Robinson against Gary Dornhofer, check it out on YouTube. It's described as the hardest hit ever in hockey. This is no icing here. Melser's got to get by Schaefer. Pilecki on the near hash marks. Helped out by Liam Quinlivan. Referee kind of got in the way of that. It might help Nazareth a little bit. Jumping up into play is Green. And they're just right over the referee. In fact, I think that went off his helmet. Dressler to Pilecki. Shot on net. Blocked. Back to the point. Quick shot. Another save by Harris. And now Liam Quinlivan took a whack at Harris. And that's why Melso's after him. Referees have only called 2 penalties this whole game. That was a borderline one right there. You know, if a goaltender makes a save and he gets whacked with a stick, that's usually textbook call. But referees have let the boys play. 12:23 to go in the second. Still 3-1 Knights. Nazareth was down 2 goals against Cortland. They came back in the third period to win that game. Trying to look for another comeback. Right now, a little delay as Adam Harris is dealing with some equipment issues. Now the referee's trying to help him there. I think it was something loose on his equipment that the referee will now take over to the Nazareth bench. Hand to one of the trainers. And now we're ready to go. Here's man on the draw. Luizos is right behind him, looking for that draw. I thought Nathan probably was going to go forward with that. 27 is Kovacs, and he'll clear that. Back to Swartz, kicks it up to himself, and then he whacks it right into the Geneseo bench. Behind the net, now up near side to Meineke. Luizos is there. Man will help him. Man up off the glass, kept in by Zrudny. Makes the safe play down into the corner. A battle between Deisman and Swartz. Loose puck to Man. Knocked into the boards by Miklikos. Now Bauman will throw it near side. Heads up play there as all the blue jerseys were on the far side. Luizos tries to chip that forward. He'll try to pick it up again, this time against Kovacs. Now to Purcell. Purcell hit by Lucier. Down in deep to Fenderstock. Fenderstock waiting. Now he's got Penchizin. And that saved. Now long lead pass. Oh, Frost was in behind the D, and Daisuke tried to get it to him. It was actually a glove save by one of the Knights. Now flipped up high. Gloved by Luizos. Frost is there with him. The Gusa jumps into the play. Long shift for Luizos. He'll get spelled by Tobias. Nice breakout by Geneseo. Just too far for Penchizin. Stopped by Daisuke. Green throws it around the boards. Stopped at the point by Walters. Now it's out. Here's Lucier. Out there with Frost and Tobias. Lucier tries to turn. Backhand pass. Shot! And right up over the net. What a one-timer by Logan Tobias. Kept into the zone by Nazareth. Yes. Still inside. Here's Tobias waiting, shooting, up over the net again. Rebound, goal! We're going to rewind this all the way back to that first shot by Logan that goes up over the net. And then the second one. And then the third one goes in. And it's 3-2. Here we go. All right, here's the first shot. One-timer. Oh, I love how he goes down on the knee like Crosby, and that goes up over the net. And here's the replay. Let's see it. We'll come back to this. Let's go back to live hockey. We'll check that goal out in just a second. It's 10 minutes to go in the second period. The Knights still with a 1-goal lead, but Nazareth has cut into it.
Nazareth goal, his 7th of the season, scored by number 16, Logan Tobias.
Tobias with his 7th goal. Here's Stanijevic, gets knocked down. Loose puck to Dumas. Cleared away just before he could get it. Here's Laflamme. Laflamme leaves for Morgan. Morgan shot up over the net. Stanijevic. Every time he's out on the ice, the puck is on his stick. Near side to Dumas. Had to be quick. And that is shot up and gloved by Harris. Okay, maybe now let's see the Tobias goal. Here we go. There's the shot. There's the first shot. Then the play continues. Toby will get it again as it's kept in at the boards right there. Now we'll come back to it again. It's so good. We're just teasing you there for that goal highlight. Cleared out by the Knights. Near side is Gatewood. But Gatewood might be the fastest skater on the ice right now, at least for the Knights. Love to see a race between him, Morgan, Frost, and Tobias. Florio. Back down to McDonald. McDonald going across the blue line. Bouncing puck. Still inside the zone. Now cleared out. All right, here's a battle. One-on-one with Liam Quinlivan and McDonald with a great back-checking play. And now he's stolen the puck away again, but he muscles it forward into the zone to his brother. Too far for him. Here's Fiorello. And the official tripped up by a stick, I think. Bauman spins that around. Here's Gatewood. Backhand pass, stopped, knocked down by Dressler. Picked up by Bauman. Bauman pressured by Miklikos. And now out of the zone. 8:20 left in the second period. Knocked down by Deisman. Followed by Green into the corner. Possession goes back to Nazareth here. His man goes up off the glass. Kept in by Kovacs. Here is Fenderstock. Fenderstock middle shot. Oh, that just missed the net. Bouncing puck at the blue line again. Kept in by Fenderstock and now cleared by the Flyers. There's push forward by Tobias. Gets by him. Oh, that was Bauman, 19. Green to Luizos, who somehow picked that out of the air. Stop that from being icing. Now here comes the Lucier, Tobias, and Frost line. They've got both goals for Nazareth tonight. Here's Tobias. Oh, he's got the hot hand. Tries to go into Lucier. Frost is in front of the net. Lucier tries to go near side. Dangerous pass. And thrown back in by Agusa. Walters. Hit by Lucier. Pencheeson throws it to the far side. Here's Frost in the slot. Knocked off the puck by Kovacs. Kept in by Tobias. Here's Tobias. Tried to find Agusa. Just couldn't get the puck to him. Great shift. Right up for Purcell. Is this going to be icing? Yes. Knights have to stay on the ice. Nazareth can change. Now we can see the goal. Here we go. You've waited for it. There it is. Right on the doorstep, and Tobias puts it in. And that makes it 3-2. Long shift for the Knights. Fresh legs for the Flyers. It's Shen on the draw against Weiberg. He wins it. Halecki turns, shot! Stanijevic took a wild stab at it. Pushed against the boards. What a heads-up play by Kovacs. I think he's just trying to freeze it to get a whistle. The referee isn't buying it. Puck is still tied up on the boards. Referee's letting it go. Kovacs is doing everything he can to get a whistle. Now they're going to take it out. Here's Weiberg to Pencheeson. That shot, easy blocker save by Weimer. This line stays out there. They still haven't changed. Rebound, loose puck, still in the slot, pushed away. Where is it now? Finally comes down on the far boards. Meineke with a chance to clear. Got to be strong and quick. Kept in by Geneseo. That shot goes up over the net. Rebound right through the slot. And Halecki's got it up off the glass and a little breathing space. Nelso tries to clear. That goes to Stanijevic, who goes down awkwardly. He will change. Under 6 minutes to go in the second. A one-goal game here at the Chick-fil-A Arena. Here's Wynn. Down in low. Shot. Great save by Weimer. Up off the stanchion. That should take some juice off the puck, so no icing. Liam Quinlivan gives a shot to Melso. Knocks him off balance a little bit. Puck goes back to Green. Green to Schaefer. Quinlivan was trapped in behind the play, and that was a delayed offside. Now near side to Morgan. Boy, what a nice job to cradle that saucer pass. Here is Liam Quinlivan. Cross ice. Off the boards. Back to Doherty. Doherty gets knocked into the boards by Quinlivan. Now the two players fire their sticks at each other. Well, the referees are letting the play go. Even when that puck is frozen on the boards, they're letting it go. McDonald tries to get around one player, and now he drew the penalty. Geneseo going back on the power play. It'll be Agusa back in the box. His second penalty of the game. A hooking call against there. If I would have guessed, I would have said tripping. But a hooking call against the big guy. Back on D, and now a second power play for the Knights. Weiberg is going to center this. Demeski, one of the goal scorers, is in the slot. Far side is Jack McDonald. Pencheeson back to the point along with Zarudny. And it's Shen on the draw for the Flyers. One by Geneseo. Another linesman goes down. Shot over the net, bounces in front. Still in the slot. Loose puck. Still no whistle. Still loose. There it is at the top. Here's Zarudny. Back to Pencheeson. Near side to McDonald, and he couldn't handle that pass. Dressler knocks him off the puck. Pencheeson back at the point. Dressler gets knocked down. No call right there. Cross ice too far and too hard for Demeski. Zarudny at the point to Pencheeson. Skates over top of the puck. Now he's got it back again. 90 seconds to go in the power play. Zarudny. No shot yet. Down in low. Looking for the one-timer on the far side. It'll come to this side. Shot! Gretzky tried to go short side, and Weimer stopped that. Now the Knights slow it down just a little bit. Got to watch that cross ice pass. Goes back to the point. Here's Pencheeson, cross ice. That's what they were looking for. McDonald couldn't handle it. Slap shot blocked by Dumas. And the women's hockey team right in front of us stands up and claps for that. 50 seconds to go. Dead tired these penalty killers have got to be. They've been out there the whole time. Now it's cleared through and they'll be able to change. Harris quickly up to Zarudny. Geneseo had to change their line too, so Zarudny had to circle back and regroup. Here's Purcell. 2 goals today. To Morgan. Morgan can't get by the blue line. Gloved forward by Lucier. Now here's Tobias. Tobias all by himself. Toga. Goal! Tobias, shorthanded, and we're tied. Pushed that forward, and he had daylight, and I think he might have gone 5-hole. That's what it was. The second short-handed goal for Nazareth this season. And we are all tied up.
Nazareth goal, his second of the game and 8th of the season. season, scored by number 16, Logan Tobias.
Unassisted to Tobias. I think we need to look at that again. I think there was an assist out on the ice. Now, remember, the Knights are still on the power play. Now it's over. Dice K back onto the ice. He's got a hustle. Shot by Morgan. Saved by Weimer. Loose puck to Quinlivan. Can Dice K get behind the play? Maybe. Yes, he is. Just couldn't handle that puck. Nazareth making a full change with 2.5 minutes to go in the second. Frost is back out there with Quinlivan and Halecki. Sometimes the lines get all jumbled up after these penalty kills. Near side to Wynn. Wynn fires that. Oh, big rebound, goes all the way back to the point. Another shot, rebound, cleared away. In behind the net. By Frost, out of the zone to Quinlivan. Halecki going to the net. Halecki's right there. Rebound! And Harris gets his glove on it. Great action. What a hockey game we've got here. Watch Frost. Loose puck. Just reaches, but Harris quick with the glove. Face off inside the Nazareth, or the Geneseo zone with 2 minutes and 3 seconds to go. Nate Mann on the draw. Luizos on the hash. Bauman at the top of the circle. Swartz and Dressler back at the point. Gatewood gets kicked out of this draw. So coming in to take it is Cannon Green. And he'll win it. Stopped at the point by Dressler. Got to keep that puck down in low. Can they stop it again? Yes! Fiorillo drops that to Walters. Walters, his shot goes to Deitzman, and he chips it up over the glass. Geneseo doubled up Nazareth in shots, 31-15. But the data that matters is 3-3. Here's Walters. Fires that in the zone. Bauman against Green. Back to Gatewood. Kicked forward. And back behind the net to Agusa. Agusa with a hard pass. Somehow Luizos gets his skate on that. That was impossible to handle that pass on the near side, but he got his skate, slowed it down, and helped the breakout. Hard pass by Gatewood to the far side to Deitzman. He collides with one of the Nazareth players. Now here's Halecki battling. Oh, it was Bauman, and he wrapped up the Geneseo. Now the penalty coming up to Geneseo as Meineke fires that in, and as soon as Walters touches that, Nazareth will go on the power play. Let's see where this penalty happens. Must have been a holding call, maybe against when Bauman was up against the boards there. That's what it was, right? Holding the stick. Yep, right there. And yet somehow Bauman comes away with 2 sticks. Here's the Nazareth power play. Agusa. Back to the point to Quinlivan. Quick shot on net. Rebound. Comes right back to Frost. Shot. Right in front. Still loose. And Frost picks it up behind the net. Back to Agusa at the point. Agusa got to turn. Be quick. Throws that in behind the net. It's going to come all the way to Liam Quinlivan. Leaves it for his brother AQ. Back to Frost. Agusa slap shot. And a glove save by Harris. I think Dice K still in single digits with shots on net. Now he's dealing with a hand injury first in the first part of the season, but he can let it go. Here's 37 seconds to go in the power play. Stanijevic on the draw. Won by the Knights. They will clear this up and go just wide as Weimer very casually kind of takes that on the backhand. Near side to Luizos. Stopped by Weiberg. Nazareth will go back into their zone to Tobias. We got 2 players looking for hat tricks today. Tobias is one, Purcell's one on the Knights. Maybe the one with the 3rd goal wins the game. Here's Stanijevic. 10 seconds to go. Guys got to know the time on the clock. Tobias puts that forward. 6 seconds to go. Got to get a shot on net here. Players got to yell to shoot the puck. Turn and shoot. And there is the buzzer. Well, how about that second period? 2 goals, both by the Flyers, and they've tied it up at 3. We will be back after 15 minutes for what will amount to be a great third period. Welcome back, everybody. Here we've got some highlights here. There's one of the goals in the second period by Nazareth. That's Logan Tobias, his 7th of the season. That made it 3-2. And then, shorthanded, late in the second, as Geneseo is pressing, Nazareth stops him at the blue line. Puck comes forward. Tobias pushes it forward and then goes 5-hole, and we're tied at 3. And we, just as we suspected as we watched that play, Antoine Lucier got an assist on that shorthanded goal. He was the player who initially pushed it forward at the blue line and got that up to his line mate, Toby. And we are about to start the third period. Both teams are ready. The Quinlivan line starting the period once again up against Philip Weiberg and his line for the Knights. And Purcell, with 2 goals on the game, fires that all the way down the ice as Geneseo starts shorthanded. So here's Igusa to Quinlivan. Quinlivan checked by Purcell, right back to Igusa. Dice K over the blue line. Everybody stays onside. Comes all the way back to Anthony Quinlivan. He'll fire that around the boards. 30 seconds left to go in the Nazareth power play. Working the puck on the outside. Schaefer leaves that for Quinlivan. Now they might have some space. That went off the referee and didn't get back to Frost. And now Geneseo will clear. Weimer leaves that. A stick on the ice into the corner. And here's Igusa. 10 seconds to go in the power play. Igusa to Lucier. Lucier behind his feet. Now throws that out in front to Tobias. Penalty is up. Kept in by Dressler. Near side to Lucier. Throws that on net. Too far for Tobias. And here comes Geneseo the other way. 21 is Demeski. He scored the first goal of the game. Leaves it for Morgan. Morgan shot. He was looking for that short side against Weimer. It's worked once before for the Knights. Scoring their 3rd goal. Almost in the exact location. Here's Meineke to Tobias. Fans on that. Kept in. Loose puck down low. Shot. And Weimer will squeeze up against the post and keep that out. Both teams will play tomorrow night down in Geneseo. 7 o'clock game at the SUNY Arena. And then next week, a home and home against the Utica Pioneers. That pass too far for Bauman. A shot from the point. Loose puck taken away by Green. Flips it up. Shot. Right comes to Fenderstock. And he couldn't let it go. Right through the middle. Slap shot by Doherty. Blocked by Bauman. Doherty has it again. Bauman stops that at the boards. Now Bauman inside the zone. Shot. Bad angle and a shoulder save by Harris. That puts the Flyers up into the 20s for shots on net. 20 on the dot. 34 for the Geneseo Knights. Nate Mann will join Bauman on the ice with Luizos. Fenderstock wins that draw. Goes up along the boards by Dressler. And icing called against Geneseo. I thought that came awfully close to hitting Dressler. But the faceoff will go back inside the Knight zone. This time they'll go on the left side of the ice. Referee picks a little debris up off the ice. Mann will try to take this on his backhand. Bauman right behind him. Taken away by one of the Knights. That was Tommy Wynn. He read that play nicely. Now Wynn has got Mann pinned against the boards. Mann comes away with it, tripped up on the ice. Here is Meineke, tries to throw that out in front. Meineke goes back to the point to Luizos. Cross to Dressler. Dressler shot! Deflected by Bauman up over the net. Cleared away by the Knights. Almost too many men on the ice for Nazareth. Here is Nikolaos. Leaves for Fenderstock. Back to the point. Here's Melso. Wrist shot. Blocked by Bauman. In front again. Fiorillo throws that behind the net. Couple of Knights knocked into each other, and then Dressler put another one down. Shen tries to go forward. That pass comes right back to him. He's out there with Bauman. Shen tries to split the D. Behind the net to Harrison Dumas. Dumas, his pass stopped behind the net, picked up by Walters. Walters will follow this play up the middle to Miklakos. And now back just by Shen. Icing waved off. Stanijevic knocks his man down. Another penalty coming up to the Flyers. Tripping call against Stanijevic with a tie game. Geneseo go back on the power play. That's a tough penalty to take 200 feet away from your own net. Weiberg will take the face-off for the Knights. Quinlivan for Nazareth, won by the Knights, and whistled right away. Not sure why it was whistled. Now the official will go to the scorers box in between the penalty boxes. Might have something to do with the clock. See if they adjust the numbers on the clock. 2 seconds went away on that penalty clock after the whistle. Geneseo coming off a 9-2 drubbing of SUNY Fredonia last weekend, and maybe a response to the 6-2 loss against Elmira College they had the night before. That is their only loss of the season, and before Christmas, their first 2 games of the second semester before Christmas, they had a monster matchup against Utica. They tied the first game. Utica won in a shootout, and then they came back and beat the Pioneers 5-2 in Utica. Well, now they're trying to figure out the clock, so they've got 2 penalties against Stanijevic up on the board, and I think it's the second one that they're going to do because it's 2 minutes. Either way, the puck is dropped.
24.
And it comes back to the point. To Panchizin. Cross ice to Zarudny. Now Panchizin again, down in low. Here's Weiberg. Knights cycling the puck on the outside. The Nazareth box is really tight. Shot, rebound, knocked away by Quinlivan. And a cheer from the women's hockey team right in front of us. Now up to McDonald. McDonald challenged by Lucier. He loses that to Schaefer. Another chance to clear up off the boards, and it is out. Whoa, loose puck right by the boards. Not sure what happened there as the Geneseo goaltender is down on the ice. Let's take the video back again to see what's happened. And Harris, the goaltender, is still down. I was watching something from behind the play. Both players crash into the goaltender. And Harris is now up on one knee with the trainer around him. Now he's up on both skates. He'll regroup, get a pat from the trainer, and stay in the net. A minute, 21 seconds to go in the penalty to Lucas Stanijevic. His family watching from Pickering, Ontario, just as the crow flies across Lake Ontario from Rochester. Antoine Lucier will be on the draw. Joey Schaefer, the other forward out there. Meineke and Igusa, the defenders for the next minute and change of this power play. Nelso drops back. Oh, pocket pick by Schaefer. Schaefer now in. They've already got one shorthanded goal. Schaefer, rebound shot, comes loose, still in front. Taken away by Fenderstock. Left for Melso. Dangerous play there for the Knights as they gave up on another opportunity. Shot, rebound, just wide of the net. Lacrosse just missed one wide. Here's Morgan. Cross ice. Fensterstock leaving it for Melso. Wrist shot goes wide. Rebound way back out to the point. Near side to Morgan. Morgan, wrist shot, rebound, picked up by Weimer. Knights coming so close to a power play goal. 29 seconds left to go with the man advantage. Nazareth will change. Anthony Quinlivan on the draw, his brother, the other winger. Schwartz and Dressler out on the kill, and it's Liam Quinlivan with the clear. 20 seconds to go. Here's Zarudny. Zarudny with some speed and a nice move. Zarudny shooting, and Weimer gobbles that up. Quinlivan on the draw. Kicks that back and a win to the corner. Dressler fends off Green. Puck still in the corner. 4 seconds to go. Back to the point. Long shot. Gets deflected once and goes wide. Stanijevic is out of the box. Now he's got the puck. Takes it on one hop. Throws that in. Gloved by Wynn. Gains control. Here come the Knights back the other way. Here's Deisman. Deisman forced to the outside by Yagusa. Thought about a wraparound shot. Rebound still there. Still loose. Cleared away by the Flyers. 14 minutes to go in the third. All tied up at 3. And Weimer will freeze that. Geneseo opened the scoring 5 minutes into the game, but 2 minutes later, Blake Frost ties the game up. Then Geneseo goes ahead by 2. They're up 3-1. And then the Flyers come back with 2 goals of their own in the second period, and we're tied at 3. Here's Laflamme, number 28. There's Demeski. His wrist shot and a quick glove save by Weimer. Try it one more time. Hey, deja vu. This time they go back to the point. And Walters just couldn't stop that puck right between his feet. I think it handcuffed him a little bit. Dump in gets by Green. Meski pushes Gusa into the boards. Bad bounce off the boards. Just too far for Luizos to handle. Laflamme checked by Green. Green does a nice job to get his body in front of him. Up off the glass, kept in by Doherty. No, pushed forward by Mann. Mann in a foot race. It's 1 against 2 there against Doherty and Walters comes away with it. He's got some help now, though. Puck still loose behind the net. Mann puts his man down. Now all kinds of bodies on the ice as Bauman from his knees throws that deep into the Geneseo zone. Here come the Knights on another rush. Near side to Weiberg. Weiberg. Cross ice, shot, bad angle, blocked by Meineke. Bouncing puck comes to Purcell, cleared away. Bouncing puck, now here's Lucier. Lucier against Melso. Lucier shot, tries to find Frost right behind him. And Melso with a nice defensive play. And a loose puck again. As Lucier tried to get that, Meineke fires it in. Off the top of the boards, takes a weird bounce. Out in front. Lucier to Dumas. Dumas taken away by Purcell. Cross ice, hops over the stick of Weiberg. And Schwartz will chip that forward. Lucier gains that red line, takes a hit, throws it right on net. Taken away by Melso. All the Knights stay onside. Shen, round the near board. Stanijevic challenging Melso. And how about that play? Hey, he's tripped up and a call coming. Dumas with the puck. Delayed penalty against Geneseo. Out in front. Stopped by one of the diving Knights. And now a whistle as the puck goes off the goaltender. Every arm on the Geneseo bench was up in the air. And now one of the Knights goes into the box. It's Melso. A tripping call against Stanijevic. That's a little redemption there. You get a tripping call, and you force your teammates to bail you out on the penalty kill, and now Stanijevic draws a penalty. And he puts his boys on the power play. And he's going to center this draw. Lots of confidence in Stanijevic, the freshman, by George Roll. And another quick whistle right off the draw. This is like the third or fourth time this has happened. I'm not sure if the puck is getting dropped too fast or what, but somebody's got to figure something out. Now the two officials, just out of the view of your screen, are right in front of the scores clock, and it sounds like they're talking to the clock operator like they're doing something wrong. And one of the officials is talking to Captain Tommy Wynn. Now we're ready. Stanijevic on the draw. Luizos to his right. Stanijevic wins it. Tobias. That puck taken away from him, and the Knights will clear it down the length of the ice. Weimer out of his net to stop it. 11 minutes, 33 seconds to go in the third. Luizos will handle this puck behind the net to Tobias. Tobias trying to get around Morgan. Near side to Bauman. Into his feet. Tobias picks that up on his backhand. Now chipped away by the Knights one more time. 90 seconds to go in the power play. Flyers already have one special teams goal, a shorthanded one by Tobias. A power play goal would look nice on the clock right now. Flyers, or the Knights, have done a nice job just sort of building a wall on that blue line. Now, Nick Lacrosse will lug that back into his own zone and then cleared all the way down to Weimer, who gloves that at eye level. Second half of the power play now, 1 minute to go. Icing here against Nazareth. As Daisuke Agusa throws that down the length of the ice. I think he obviously was trying to set something up where it was deflected by his player on the blue line. Now Flyers have 54 seconds to get control of that puck inside the Geneseo zone and settle down and set something up, but they can't do it if they lose draws. Back to Kovacs, all the way back into his zone. Here's Walters. Walters pressured, and he'll risk that one more time. And Weimer had to stop that two-hopper. All right, down to 40 seconds now. Here's Agusa. Quick stop, far side to Frost. This is who you want with the puck. Frost drops that to Schaefer. Back to Frost. Quinlivan near side. Shot, rebound to Schaefer. Turn around, shoot, and that goes up over the net. Quinlivan stops it at the point. 25 seconds to go. Cross ice to Frost. Bad bounce off the boards. Keeps it in, though. Here's Schaefer in the corner with 20 seconds left. On the power play, Schaefer up top to Agusa. Agusa leaves it for Quinlivan. Liam Quinlivan, shot on net, rebound. Schaefer's right there. Still a loose puck and cleared away by Geneseo. That'll do it for the power play, as Melso will come back out onto the ice. Under 10 minutes to go in the third, and we're all tied up. And back to 5-on-5. Here's Dressler. Up through the middle. Every Geneseo player was just lined up on that blue line. Puck in behind the net. Nazareth comes away with it. Back to Swartz. Swartz wrist shot, deflected, and up into the netting. Shen against Weiberg. Shen wins it. Shot by Halecki. Gets blocked by some bodies, and now the Knights come back. Here is Zarudny. Saved by Weimer, and we'll go from a face-off inside one zone to a face-off inside another. And it'll be Weiberg against Shen one more time. Won by Shen. Swartz Round the boards to Dumas, chips that forward. Wrapped right back to Schwartz inside the zone. Flipped up over top of the D. Halecki on the forecheck. Takes a hit from Zarodny. And here's Morgan. Long lead pass up to Demeski. And Demeski is stopped by Dice K. And out of the Nazareth zone again. Here's Deisman. Back to Melso. By him to Schwartz. Cautious play by both teams. Luizo skates over that. Near side to Deisman. Laflamme is there. Here's Melso. Melso shot. Oh boy, he had that top corner. Here's Panchizin. There's a shot. Weimer uses his stick to push that into the corner to Mann. Here is Green. Green's pass deflected. Bauman's got a hustle. Kept in by Panchizin. Shot. Oh, kick save and a beauty by Agusa. Cleared away by the Flyers. Under 8 minutes to go in the third. Nazareth tied against the third-ranked team in the country. Another shot. Easy save by Weimer. Flyers still have Knights still have the puck behind their Flyer zone. Now Melso, cross ice to Wynn. Wynn, slap shot, blocked by Lucier. That hurt his hand. He dropped his glove immediately. He's going to go to the bench. Push forward by Tobias. Tobias against Melso. Melso gives him a couple of whacks. Quick stop by Tobias. Loses the puck and taken away by Gatewood. Meineke will throw that into the zone. Harris. Oh, nifty move against Frost. Harris faked him out and brought it back to his other D. Now intercepted by Kai Shen. Up to Schaefer. Schaefer driving in. Schaefer waiting, shooting. Tried to pass that into Shen. And Schaefer's got it again. Saucer pass to Agusa. Wrist shot. Missed by a couple of feet. Still kept in by Nazareth. Here's Shen cutting through the middle. Trip down. No call on that. It might have to just, any penalty now, might have to be stopping a goal as Agusa jumps into McDonald. McDonald's head snapped back. Agusa up over the red line. Yeah, he runs into another Knight. That was Deisman. Coming up on 6 minutes to go in the third. Here's Quinlivan. Can he keep it in the zone? He does. Throws that back down into a corner. A broken stick out onto the ice. Not in the best possible place. Right back by the point. Green will fire that back down in low. Right out in front. And just rolled by Harrison Dumas. Harrison's got to keep that puck in. Flipped out by the Knights. Dressler follows Deisman into the corner. Deisman comes away with it. Now Dressler's got it. Dumas doesn't know where it is. Kovacs steps into the play. Kovacs back to McLaughlin. To the point. Fensterstock leaves that for Deisman. Little turnaround wrist shot goes wide. So Rudney in the middle to Fensterstock. Gets whacked by Quinlivan. 5.5 minutes to go. That shot up off the stick and into the netting and a whistle. Well, I just noticed a little tightness with both teams in the last couple of minutes. I'm sure they're looking at the clock and they see the story that it tells. A 3-3 game with 5 minutes and 21 seconds to go. Will Halecki on the draw for Nazareth. And he wins it to Meineke. Meineke up the middle. Halecki chips that forward. Stanijevic on the forecheck. That dump in goes by Halecki. Now here come the Knights the other way. Demeski dumps that in. Knights stay on side. Puck into the corner up to Stanijevic. Chips that forward. We've got a 2-on-1 here with Bauman. Here's Stanijevic on the outside. Pushed down and crashed into the boards. What a play by Morgan, by the way. What a veteran player. Great back check, and he pushed him off. Now here's Laflamme. Laflamme shot! Just misses wide. Morgan picks it up. top of the blue line. Saucer pass into Melso. Great read behind the net. Checked by Frost. Back to the point. Here's Zarudny. No place to shoot. Goes near side to the captain, Morgan. Morgan to the top. Melso. Wrist shot. That didn't get all the way through. So many bodies in front of the net. Here's Morgan again. Oh, what a play. What a blocked shot by, who's that? Halecki. Well, that's a long shift for Will. He's still out there. Now he'll change. Frost. Gloved by Harris, and a whistle with 4 minutes and 3 seconds to go. Halecki had to be out there for 2 minutes. It started when he won the draw back in his own zone and ended with a great block shot. Here is Lucier on the draw, out there with Tobias and Frost. Knights win that draw, comes up to Purcell. Boy, what an advantage in your defense to win faceoffs like that. But now here's a turnover to Lucier. Immediately taken back by Geneseo. Griffin Green steps up to force the play. Chipped in by Penchizin. Oh, Dylan Weimer, very calm and collected with that dump out, but gave everybody else a heart attack. In the front, still loose, comes to Lucier. Puck control right now by the freshman center from Quebec. Far side to Tobias. Not a lot of room for these guys. Tobias gets whacked by Weiberg. Taken by Dressler. Throws it right back in. Nazareth will change with 3 minutes to go on the clock. Next goal wins. Maybe. Here is Luizos with some speed. Drives to the outside. Checked by Walters. Taken away by Gatewood. He's 22. No. Puck is still trapped into the corner. 2 minutes, 45 seconds to go in the third. Off the glass, back out to Dressler. Nobody wants to make the mistake. That will lead to a goal. That might explain why the play is just a little bit tighter. Here is Doherty. Up the boards to Green. Green clears that to McDonald. Stopped at the blue line by Swartz. Bouncing puck at center ice, picked up by the Knights one more time. Doherty, near side to Walters. Takes it off the bounce. What a move by Walters. In over the blue line. Throws that behind the boards. Cleared up near side to Liam Quinlivan. Schaefer is driving up the middle. Quinlivan goes back with it. 2 minutes to go. Puck's got to go forward all the time. Here's Green. Green backhand pass to Anthony Quinlivan, who gives a cross check to Zach Purcell.1 minute, 40 seconds to go. Long lead pass to Deisman. Icing waved off. He got in behind the D. McLaucus gets knocked down by Agusa. Long cross-ice pass. Oh, just for Shen. What a play by Zarudny. Now here comes Fenderstock. Chipped away, kept into the zone. One more time for the Knights. And finally comes to Agusa. Agusa to Dumas. Dumas with a quick stop. Stanijevic is on his right side. Dumas drives to the outside and gets hip-checked into the boards by Zarudny. Joe Scheil is about to come on to announce 1 minute to go in the game with a big hit by Meineke.
Last minute of play in the third period.
There's Swartz, checked by Morgan. Meineke gets pushed into the boards on a cross-check. Whistles are deep into the pockets now. Shot, bad angle, goes wide, back to the point. Shot, Melso just missed it. Swartz tries to shield off Morgan. He's got him by a good 6 or 7 inches. Now Swartz down into the corner. Half a minute to go in the third. Melso takes it away. The big line for Nazareth out there already. With Frost, Tobias, and Lucier, and offside called at the blue line. 24 seconds on the clock, and we are still tied at 3. Playing a little Europe, the final countdown. Good music choice as we play the final 24 seconds of the third period. Wrapped around the board, stopped by the linesman. Now Green has got to play this behind the net. Lucier up off the glass. Bouncing puck too far. Thrown in by Melso. 7 seconds to go. And we are about to go to overtime. Now a whistle. Icing called. Icing against Geneseo with 2.8 seconds left. Do you pull the goaltender? No, we keep the goalie in the net. Okay. I thought maybe, I don't know how long it would take to be able to gain possession of the puck and shoot it down the length of the ice. 2.8 seconds to go in the third. Nazareth has a timeout in its pocket. They're not going to use it. Quinlivan on the draw, and it goes into the corner. And there is the buzzer. It's overtime here on a Friday hockey night.
Nazareth 3, Geneseo 3. Shots on goal in the third period for Geneseo.
So after 3, Geneseo with 46 shots on net, 3 goals. Nazareth 26 shots on net and 3 goals. The 2 big ones for Naz came in that second period. Here is the shorthanded goal. This is the third one with Tobias. Look at that speed. 5-hole, tied up. And that brings us to the tie game. That was late in the second period, pretty much with 3 minutes to go in the second period, and that is the last goal the game has seen. And just before that, the second goal for Nazareth, there's the shot that goes up over the net, and it came back to Tobias, and he puts it in. That was his first goal of the game. His second one was the shorthanded. He's got 8 on the season. The last overtime game we had here was against SUNY Brockport. And as I recall, Brockport won the draw, and they never lost control of the puck after that and scored the overtime winner. So with 3 players on the ice, puck possession is everything, especially right off the draw. .40 seconds left in the break. Weimer goes back into his net. Adam Harris into his net. The 3 players for Nazareth will be Josh Dressler, Logan Tobias, and Blake Frost. We got about 6 players on the ice for Geneseo, so we don't quite know who's going to be there. It's Morgan's going to be one. Melso will be the other. And McLachos will be the third. Boy, there is some serious speed on the ice right now. Harris takes one more lap around his net. Weimer slides back and forth in front of his net. Players circle the center ice dot. Linesman blows the whistle. Frost on the draw, and we're underway. Got to get possession of that puck, and it goes to Geneseo. Tobias will try to force that. Again, the last overtime they played against Brockport, they didn't touch the puck once. Let's see if they get possession here, and they will. Frost, forechecked, still has that. This is going to be a 2-on-1. Frost with Tobias. Tobias on the outside, Frost in the middle. Can the puck get to him? No! Big collision between Melso and Tobias. Now here's Morgan. Frost is back. Geneseo changes. Morgan in the middle. Melso shot. This is wide. This is a 5-minute overtime. Geneseo has already changed. George Roll throws his hands up from the bench. No, stay out on the ice. Here's Morgan. Stopped by Tobias, and Morgan falls down. Back to Zarudny. Tobias reaches for him. Zarudny shot, scores! Geneseo with a goal in overtime, and they win it. It looked like the Nazareth line was just a little bit gassed. So Morgan falls down, gets up on his feet, and what looked like a little harmless shot goes in. Well, we talked about trying to steal one trying to steal one of these 4 games. This was it, maybe. What a game by both teams, though. The final 4-3 in overtime. Both teams will head down 390 tomorrow evening to play the second in their home and home. Nazareth gave them a run. Boy, they come to play when the teams are ranked, that is for sure. Goals by Nazareth today. Blake Frost and Logan Tobias, the big guns, put it in the net, and they just came up one short. Well, we hope you enjoyed the hockey tonight. I sure did. We wish the boys the best tomorrow night, and then we will see you in just about a week as Utica comes here on January 25th. A 5:30 start. A 5:30 start that Saturday afternoon. Have a great night, folks, and good night from the Tim Hortons Iceplex.